In the heart of the great Ashanti kingdom, there was a young prince named Kwame. He was the only son of the mighty King Owusu, and was destined to rule after his father. The kingdom was vast and prosperous, known for its rich gold mines and thriving markets. But despite the wealth and power surrounding him, Prince Kwame was known for his arrogance and pride. He believed that being a prince made him better than everyone else. He treated his servants poorly, mocked the elders, and never cared for the struggles of the common people. One day, a frail old woman approached the palace gates, begging for food. She had walked many miles and was exhausted from her journey. When Kwame saw her, he laughed and refused to help. "Go away, old woman," he sneered. "I owe you nothing." The old woman, who was a powerful village elder and spiritual leader in disguise, looked into his eyes and saw the coldness in his heart. With a heavy sigh, she raised her wrinkled hands and said, "Prince Kwame, you have everything yet know nothing of struggle. May the spirits teach you what it means to be humble. From this day forth, you shall lose everything until you understand the value of kindness." That night, a strange wind blew through the kingdom. The next morning, Kwame woke up in a small mud hut outside the palace. His royal clothes were gone, replaced by tattered rags. His fine jewelry had vanished, and his bed of silk was now a pile of straw. He rushed to the palace, but the guards did not recognize him. When he called out to his parents, they looked at him with confusion and disgust, as if he were a stranger. The spell had erased all memory of him from their minds. Prince Kwame was no more. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, and he had no choice but to wander into the village. He saw the people he once ignored, now struggling just as he was. The market women carrying heavy loads, the blacksmith sweating over the fire, the young children crying from hunger. These were the people he had once dismissed as unimportant. But now, he was one of them. Days turned into weeks, and Kwame had to beg for food. At first, he expected people to give him what he wanted, but they turned away. "We have our own struggles," they said. "If you want food, you must work for it." For the first time in his life, Kwame had to work. He helped farmers in the fields, carried water from the river, and cleaned the streets for a few coins. His hands, once soft and delicate, became rough with blisters. His feet, which had only known the comfort of royal sandals, were now cracked and sore from walking barefoot. The once proud prince had become a simple beggar. Through hardship, Kwame began to change. He listened to the villagers' stories, learning about their hardships and joys. He realized that strength was not in gold or power, but in resilience and kindness. He saw the wisdom in the elders he had once ignored, the generosity in the poor, and the dignity in hard work. The arrogance that once filled his heart was slowly replaced with humility. One day, as he helped an old man fix his broken roof, the same village elder who had cursed him appeared once again. She looked at him with kind eyes and said, "You have learned, my son. You now understand the weight of struggle, the pain of hunger, and the power of kindness." With a wave of her hand, the curse was lifted. In an instant, Kwame was back in the palace, dressed in his royal garments. The memories of his existence returned to the kingdom, and his parents rushed to embrace him. But something was different. The once arrogant prince was now humble. He did not return to his old ways. Instead, he dedicated his life to helping his people, ensuring that no one went hungry or suffered in silence. Kwame became a wise and beloved king. He built schools for the children, hospitals for the sick, and fair laws to protect the poor. He never forgot his days as a beggar, and every year, he would walk the streets in simple clothes, speaking with the people and listening to their needs. Moral of the story: true leadership is not about power or wealth. It is about serving others with humility and kindness. Arrogance blinds us to the struggles of those around us, but when we walk in their shoes, we learn the true value of compassion. Prince Kwame's journey teaches us that greatness is not measured by status, but by the love and care we show to others.